It's time for positive actions. Hola, es hora de acción positiva.
Mrs. Hot and
Miss Shema,
we welcome you to our Positive Action weekly lesson.
la señora Hot y Shema, os damos la bienvenida a las clases semanales de Positive Action.
Thank you all at home, school, and community for joining us today for our 5th grade Positive Action lesson.
Tanto si estáis en casa como en la escuela, gracias. Gracias por acompañarnos en los vídeos de acción positiva para quinto de primaria.
Let's get started!
¡Empecemos!
¡Empecemos! Hey 5th grade, it's time for Positive Action's weekly lesson. Good morning, Possum Partners and Super Scholars. Mrs. Hot here with
Miss Shema.
Hi, Miss Shema! Mwah! Good morning! Mrs. Hot and Miss Shema are here to join you for our weekly Positive Action virtual lesson. We welcome you whether you are at home or at school in the classroom or in the community. We are so excited to have you joining us for this week's Positive Action virtual lesson. We are so happy you are here with us on PositiveValuesNetwork.com. Are you ready? Are you ready, Miss Shema?
Yes, Mrs. Hot.
Let's get started.
Get started.
It's time for pvnnews.com. Here's what we're going to do today. First, we have a positive action video. Then we have a bonus video. After that, we're going to talk about some positive actions you can do today. And then Miss Shema has a wonderful positive action activity to add to our golden rule words. And she's going to teach us how to say sharing in Spanish. Are you guys ready? I hope so. Are you ready, Miss Shema?
I'm ready.
Let's get started. Watch this video. right.
What? That was crazy. I think it was way better if they just stop and let the other one come in, and then the other one can come in.
Why was it so hard to share the bridge? You know? And see, Super Scholars and Miss Shema, when you're watching it, it looks so simple, doesn't it? But when you're in the middle of it, sometimes sharing can cause a conflict. Let's talk about what sharing means. Miss Shema, do you know what it means to share?
As to give something to somebody, or to just, doesn't have to be like a material, maybe just a smile. You help somebody with something, maybe homework. That can sharing too. Sharing your time.
That's right, Miss Shema. Sharing is to give something to another. A thing, but it's also, you can share or occupy or enjoy similar things, similar ideas, similar situations. You can come together to share. Now in this video, they didn't want to share the bridge, did they? And they had a big conflict about it. And we want to talk today about why it's so important to share, okay? Let's watch this next video, because the word sharing is about that feeling you get when you see it happen. Are you ready? Let's watch this.
Hey, I'm Mayor Collinson from AMK Productions. Today we're going to see how a child spends his dollar on an ice cream or a homeless man.
Miss Shema!
That was so sweet, so adorable. That make my heart melt. It's so sweet. Makes me so happy to see these kids sharing with somebody that really need it.
Miss Shema's heart melted. Now, let me ask you something. Did your heart melt too? A little bit like Miss Shema's? Mine did too. When I saw a child share their ice cream, it made me feel good. And did you see how happy they were too? That's the positive feeling you get when you share. So first you have the thought, I'm going to share something with someone else. Then you have the action where you do it. And that action gives you a good feeling. Thoughts, actions, and feelings. Sharing is such a beautiful core value, guys, because when we practice that when we're young, from 2 to 92, right? Sharing is a value that helps us have a better and stronger community, better relationships, because we feel good when we see it. Now, sometimes it's hard, right? Don't want to share our items, but what we want to challenge you this week is that look what happens when you do. You make that other person feel good. And it shows, you know what, I didn't think about this. It shows that they're valuable because you're willing to share something you have for a little bit of time too, right? And I like something else Miss Shema said. It doesn't have to be something, a toy or an object. Right, Miss Shema? What'd she say? you can share a smile too. Right? That's so cool.
Perry!
Miss Shayma!
Hi, Perry!
Hi, Miss Shayma! Hi! Hi, Super Scholars! Oh, can I ask a question, Miss Shayma?
Sure, Perry. Questions are good for our intellectual wellness because we learn when we make questions. Tell me, Perry.
Oh, Miss Shayma, can you help me? It's hard to share my stuff. Can you help me? Tell me some positive actions I can do that will help me share with my friends.
For sure. Sure, Perry. Let's get ready.
Come up here. Oh, Miss Shayma, I'm really glad Perry asked that question. You know what, Perry? That's a good question. And it's hard, isn't it, Super Scholars? I know, it's really hard. So what are some things we can do? So, Miss Shayma, what's positive action number 1?
Number 1 is look around you and see if somebody needs something. You can help them. And when you help somebody, you're going to feel them good and you're going to feel good too.
Oh, that's a great idea, Miss Shayma. I know, Shayma, Perry. So first we have to look around, right? We have to look for someone who needs our help. Good. So look and see. And positive action number 2, can you want me to tell you, Perry? Oh, yes, please do. Number 2 is you can give, right? You can give, maybe it is an object, but you can also give your help. You can give your time. That's sharing your time. You can give your love, right? You share your kindness. That feels so good. And the things that you can give too. Maybe you can give food or items, maybe clothes. There are things too. And sometimes we just share our stuff too, right? Yeah, that's true too. We just share our stuff, but it's still really hard. Yeah, I know, it's really hard. What's the next positive action, Miss Shayma?
We can help others. Like, we can help them. Sharing is helping too. Like, maybe we can share our time helping at home, helping mom and dad, cleaning our dishes, or cleaning our doing laundry. That's a way to share. Help.
Oh, Miss Shayma too. Oh, Miss Shayma, what about with homework, like knowledge? I share and help with my knowledge. I share my knowledge to my little brother. Yeah.
This is awesome. Perry, sharing your knowledge, it's great because that's you're teaching your little brother how to share and help.
I'm going to do that some more too. Now, Perry, there's another thing I want to talk about. Are you ready, Super Scholars? I want you to try to do the right thing and share. And I know it's hard sometimes. Oh, yes, it is. Sometimes, you know what, Super Scholars? When I didn't share my stuffed animal with my little brother, my mom said, I have to share. And then she said, it's because it makes him feel valuable. So I tried again, and the next time it worked out way better. You know what? Perry, that's a good point. Your mom's really smart. Sometimes it's hard, and I know, boys and girls, you have to just try. And if you don't get it this time, try the next time and the next, but keep trying to share, because when you do, you're gonna see someone feel good, and you're gonna make someone else feel valuable. And you know what? Someday they might be sharing with you too, right, Miss Shayma? And then you're gonna feel valuable too because that person shared. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Perry? Yes, it makes sense, Miss Shayma. Miss Shayma, where'd you go? Miss Shayma, I gotta go now because I'm gonna go share with my little brother, make him feel good. Okay, bye. Oh, there he goes. I'm really good. You see, Perry's gonna go share now. So, Miss Shayma, does that make sense?
We were talking a few weeks ago about the word empathy. Remember, Super Scholars, when we share with something, they're gonna feel valuable. And feel your empathy, use your empathy. How they're gonna feel. They're gonna feel important, and that's really awesome. You're gonna feel great too when you share with somebody. How they're gonna feel. Think, if I share this with my little brother or sister, they're gonna feel happy. And remember, when they share with you, you're gonna feel happy too. You're gonna feel valuable and important. Use your empathy for sharing.
That's a great tip, Miss Shema. Use your empathy for sharing. That is so cool. Are you ready for a positive action activity? Wait a second now. Yes. You ready for a positive action activity? Yes, Miss Shema is going to share with us her creativity. She has made you guys the most awesome activity. Take a look here. Okay. Alrighty, friends and neighbors, Mrs. Hot here with Miss Shema for this week's positive action activity for sharing. Just go to positivevaluesnetwork.com, click under materials for the Fun Tab Lab, and you'll find week 30 activity. Sharing means to give something to another, also to use or occupy or to enjoy jointly with others, like ideas or backgrounds, faiths, interests, and occupations. We can share many things in our community, right? This week we'd like you to color in the core value word for sharing, because when you share, you're caring. And we want you to check each time you show positive actions. When you see someone in need, when you give something to them, when you share your heart with another, when you help someone, and when you wear a mask. Those are all ways to show that you care. All right, so are you ready to do some sharing this week? And remember, it's not about the item or the thing. It's about the feeling you give the other person when you share with them. Lets them know they are valuable. Have fun, and we'll see you soon.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Kidwell here, school therapist from Woodmire Elementary, sharing with you all our quote for our doodle activity this week that includes our positive action word, sharing. Our quote this week is, the best way to multiply happiness is to share it with others. And here's our coloring sheet. Again, I encourage you to color it, decorate it, share it with a friend, a neighbor, post it somewhere where loved ones can see it, and share our positive action word this week. I hope you all are staying healthy and safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
That was fun! Oh my goodness, Miss Shema, I love all of our activities. Each value word we color to add to our golden rule values. They are so cool. Next week we have a great word too. It's integrity, so come back for that because that's a hard word. That's a really hard word. But I didn't want to go there. All right, Super Scholars, good job during your activity. Before we go, Miss Shema is going to share something important. How do you say sharing in Spanish?
Wow, Super Scholars, this is a really different word in Spanish because usually they are kind of the same, but this one is totally different. Sharing in Spanish is compartir. Say it with me. Compartir.
Compartir.
You have to use your the R. You have to roll your tongue. Compartir.
That's going to take some practice, Miss Shema. How about you, Super Scholars? Can you do that? That's hard. Compartir. Compartir. That's really cool. And try, okay? Sometimes sharing a new language, we just try it out and it takes practice. Compartir. Thanks for sharing that. Now, Super Scholars, we want you to share this week. Remember, your positive action activity has some things you can do that will, when you do them, you're going to feel good for sharing. It's a beautiful value that makes that person and you feel special too. Right, Miss Shema? I guess so. All right, are you ready to go? All right, let's get going. We'll see you next week. And remember this, you are unique, you are important, and you are wonderfully made.
We are so glad you joined us today from your home, your school, and our community. Estamos muy felices porque nos habéis acompañado desde vuestra escuela, vuestra casa o vuestra comunidad. Remember, you are unique, you are important, and you are wonderfully made. Recordad que sois especiales, importantes y maravillosos. Ay, this is gonna be
What happened? What happened?
I was looking up there, and when I looked down, you're going like this. I got sidetracked. Have you ever had to show empathy for someone else? Okay.